Okay guys, so today we're going to do something a bit different in the name of Halloween. There's only myself. You'll see there's two cameras at some point through this video. Myself and Michael here. Going to do a bit of a tour around the premises just to give everybody an idea of obviously what locations there are within the actual flame gasworks, and on top of that let you know a bit about what happens in each particular area. So at this minute in time we're in the lobby, which is obviously the entrance just to the gasworks. Pretty much quiet in here apart from a few minutes there ago before we turned on the actual recorders. Sounded like footsteps upstairs in the library, which does happen on a regular basis. It's no shock or surprise to ourselves that happened. Hopefully we'll get more where we're doing a bit of a walk around with you. I'd be quite surprised if we honestly didn't, to be fair. If we pan you around, you can see there's a nice blue door there with the flame marble. We're not going to go in there. That is just literally the room that we use to have our cups of tea at our bricks, which you'll enjoy while you're here as well. So in the convenience of the location, what we'll do is we'll just literally head straight upstairs, and we'll show you the library and give you a bit of information on what exactly goes on through there and what we have experienced so far. So come on up.
There we are, guys. Just see how it's going to be on the actual night.
Yeah, it may look like daylight to you guys, but we literally can't see 2 foot in front of us. You right there? Okay, so we're currently coming up to the library. Lovely spot, always nice and comfy. Probably one of the more comfortable spots within the location, as it's dry, sometimes warm, but there's comfy chairs. So guys, come on in. There's a chair in the middle of the floor, which is kind of surprising because the gasworks is normally pretty fuzzy and the chairs are normally put straight back in, which kind of could explain the bangs that we heard before we started running the videotapes. I'm not saying it's definite, but it's just unusual.
I've never come in here with a chair sitting
No, the gasworks is normally pretty accurate in terms of putting everything back where they found it. It's a historical location at the end of the day. So guys, in here, as you can see, this is where the gasworks stores every single archive of anything from list of the staff members right through till ledgers of payment till the staff. Tons and tons of history in here. Everything right back from now, well, from it closed right through until 1855 when it first opened. They've actually got books in here dating for the year of the Titanic as well. And behind Michael, what you can see right there, that filing cabinet stores all the blueprints, all the mapping and designs for the gasworks throughout the history of the location. In here we would normally run like a divination box, REM pods, we have sensor devices that light up, multiple different equipment, but divination always seems to be pretty good in here. We've got multiple energies that come into the area, some nice, some not so nice, just really depends, and it depends on who we allow to communicate. So this is one of the locations, and the first one we're going to show you on this video, within the gasworks. One of our personal favourites up here. We always get good stuff. So that's the library. We'll take you as a walk back downstairs now through the entrance to the lobby, and we'll take you on to the next location, which will be the museum. So Michael, I'll let you come out and stand at the top, or just I'll lock this. Move your foot with it. I heard two taps. So we will have to check the audio back there, guys, because we did just, well, I picked up 2 distinct taps down below here, which is exactly where we're heading now, which is always good. Heading towards the activity, always fun. But the name of the game at the end of the day. You okay there, Michael? It's pretty dark.
Really hard to see.
Okay, so I was near enough, to be fair, expecting to come out and see one of the committee members standing here. Surprisingly not. So let's head outside. A bit bright, but we'll head down to the next location, which is going to be the museum. Don't know about you, Michael, but I quite like the museum.
Yeah.
The museum
The
itself.
audio that we picked up in there fairly recently.
Yeah, I mean the audio that we have got just from the museum alone is crazy. Myself and Michael, 2 others, was in a few weeks back, and we thought it was a very quiet night until myself and Michael actually listened back to the audio, and yeah, it was far from a quiet night. Crazy things coming through. Stuff that we'll let you hear throughout this video as well. You'll get a chance to listen to some of the EVPs also from the different locations, and the stuff from the museum. I'm sure you will be quite surprised, intrigued, and potentially shocked by. So come on into the museum, guys. Yep.
Yeah, guys, we're just hitting the lights here just to get a feel for what the traffic might be like on the night.
Again, pretty pitch black. Now you will see some lights in the background. Reason being, myself and Michael are kind of using the museum as a base tonight to do some editing of videos, audio, try and piece together this wonderful trailer for yourselves, guys. In here, we would normally do glass work. Again, divination. We do divination throughout the entire location, just because of the success that we have off the back of it. It's been tried and tested by ourselves, many locations, and we always get accurate outcomes, and some of the stuff that even comes through it is quite surprising to ourselves, which is great. So yeah, in here, divination box as always. Again, like I say, we do use the glass work in here, and from time to time we bring out the mobile depth detection camera, which some of you will have seen, some of you will not have. This year we're going to do something different. We've got a bit of a different group experiment to do within the museum. We have tested it out, and it seems to have worked quite well. You not agree, Michael?
Yeah, definitely.
And on top of that, guys, we'll have a special guest from a different sector within the paranormal realm. His techniques and what he does has helped us to amplify what we do in terms of giving better experience overall paranormally, but also for the evidence that we get back and the interaction that we get. It was pretty interesting. I'm not going to tell you any more on it. It's a surprise for on the night, but it was a really good experiment, so we'll get you all in that as well. The good thing about the museum is it's always a bit warmer than everywhere else, which is great. So yeah, so this is the museum, guys. All different bits of equipment and all different bits of household goods, from cookers, washing machines, radiators, anything that you can think of that has ran on gas, you'll find in here. Plenty of history, which is always good for the paranormal activity.
Keep your eye on out there to show it's not just illuminated as well.
Right there?
Yeah. Can you light it up? Sorry,
Yeah.
around. Just to show you guys what I'm going to turn to the right side there.
Mm-hmm.
What he was talking about. You see it's old cookers and yeah, just different appliances.
And then we've got our friend there from Breaking Bad up in the corner as always.
Yep. Yeah, there you are. You hear it?
That was my foot. So yeah, guys, so that's the museum. So what we'll do, kind of the bit that I haven't been looking forward to tonight for some reason, I've had a creepy feeling about it. We're going to head over to the furnace room and give you a tour of the furnace room, the basement and the back room. For some reason I've been kind of feeling on edge about this one tonight. Don't know why.
I'm looking forward to it.
But hey, we go places people don't want us to go, so why not?
We haven't even opened these places that try to like that. We don't have time to see, so if anything happens while we're working in here, you know it's locked.
And may I add, it's your fault. Just get the one of many keys. Okay, so come on in, guys. Welcome to the furnace room. Bit of a funny location, this. From time to time when we're in, it can be kind of quiet. Other times, most definitely not. We've had multiple interactions in here. I can't even count the amount of different energies that we've actually overcome, and actually. What was the voice?
Again. I can hear very low talking.
Okay, audio mark and visual mark. Voice heard twice. Sounded more or less like it was coming from the basement, which is exactly where we're heading to, yeah. So guys, furnace room, just before we go. Normally in here we do planchette. From time to time, divination, not all the time in here.
You would energize the room as well with
the gateway.
the gateway.
Yeah, we do quite a lot with the gateway in here to amp things up. We always get great results. But I'm more intrigued in the noise downstairs, so we'll go and have a look. Right, okay. So.
Alexa, I'll walk down with her first round, okay?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I see that. Okay, guys, so this is the basement. I'll be perfectly honest, I kind of feeling a little bit uncomfortable down here tonight. Bit of a strange atmosphere. Bit of an edgy atmosphere, to be quite honest with you. For some reason my heart's racing, and we don't really scare easy, thankfully.
Just heard barking.
Okay.
Audio mark that.
So, down here is where we normally do our lone vigils. We come down here with the public, maybe two public, one public at a time. At the end of the corridor, we set up a low-lux CCTV system that lets us see exactly what's going on in a ridiculously low light. We also put a REM pod down here, or a K2, and at the other end we put an IR illuminator up with a camcorder. Lone visits down here can be pretty interesting at times if people aren't used to it. It's kind of a strange. It's kind of a strange one because I think people get to a degree disorientated simply because it is a closed, confined space. What we do find here, guys, is that we get a lot of Just throw that one in here. You'll not get that off. Yeah, just throw that one in your hand.
What kind of audio on the other hand then?
So what we do find down here, guys, is that we get a mixture of positive and negative energies down here. Not normally a lot, normally the consistent ones, but at the same time, they can be overpowering at times. And I do seem a bit distracted simply because I am picking up on a few things here, which is intriguing. But yeah, we'll not give away too much down here, guys. I would prefer for you to have the experience, and I don't want to be letting the cat out of the bag, as they say. So we'll head back up and head to the back room. You okay there, Michael? Yeah, that's next door. Unfortunately, we do have a youth club beside us, so we can't differentiate some of the noises. Okay. So, up to the back room, Michael. Interesting thing, guys, about the gasworks is it actually only has one recorded death. However, through the years of being here, we have uncovered multiple, and we mean multiple, energies. I just picked up on that myself, yeah. What I think at times does attract a lot of activity here is that we are located right beside the water. Running water, flowing water, any natural sources, whether it's the ocean or a lake or a river, does create a certain amount of natural energy. But at the same time, we just so happen to have two funeral parlours right beside us as well. So yeah, our playground. Right, if this would like to open, come on through. Welcome to the retorts. This is a real strange sort of location within the gasworks, as with the retorts, we don't tend to get a massive amount of activity here. That's next door again.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. We don't get a massive amount of activity in here. However, what we do find is when we do, it's very distinct. It's anything from doors rattling on a calm day where there's no wind, and they're pretty heavy doors to be fair, till the EMF teddy bear actually going off. Door just rattled behind me. So yeah, retorts is an interesting one, but the retorts, the furnace and the basement are all linked to one location within the gasworks. So this would be location number 2, guys. So that's all I'm going to say about it here. We'll head on to the next. Give it a puff. Long, just so you can see it for yourself firsthand, fresh, as they say. After you, Michael. Hmm? Yeah.
This is quiet in here compared to that noise outside.
Definitely. This is an interesting location because this is the original workshop. The thing with the original workshop, guys, is that as I said previously there in the furnace room, there is only one recorded death within the gasworks, and that death actually occurred just outside the door. I'm not going to give you details of what happened or how it happened. That's something that you can ask me throughout the night, or any of the other team members. They'll all tell you. But it was horrific, shall we say. This particular location has been fruitful for us throughout the years. Um, it started off at the time very quiet. We didn't really get much, didn't get a lot of interaction, whether it was audible, whether it was visual. Um, until one night, myself and Michael and Christina and another guest investigator was here, and we were literally over here. Remember?
It's just there my car stop.
Okay, well, mine's still wrong. And basically, what happened was, for me, I'm standing here. We had a bit of interaction with equipment over here, and then I seen Christina's mouth moving, as if she was talking to myself. So I had said, excuse me. And Christina kind of with a blank look had said to myself, what? I didn't say anything. And neither she did. This sound like two people talking? Which isn't a surprise. Just after that, as I say, Michael thought Christina had lifted her arm, which again she didn't, which is pretty interesting. As we've never seen anything like that happen again, especially when the person didn't actually do anything. That level of manipulation is, yeah, it's something else. It's something that you very rarely come across, something that very rarely happens. So we were quite lucky in that retrospect. So yeah, so this is the workshop in here. We do use REM pods, we use K2s, we use audio recorders, and we also use, again, divination and lone vigils, right where Michael's standing at this moment in time, which make for an interesting time when you're in the dark. So yeah, guys, so we're not going to say no more on this location. We're going to leave this one and head on to the next.
Strange how that's there. Car's full already.
What size of a memory is it?
32.
Shouldn't be full. Okay, guys, so we're going to walk down to the next location, which is one of the last locations within the gasworks, which is the air raid shelter. Now, Michael's camera has just went down for some reason, so therefore we're just running mine, hence the front view. I'm not seeing either of us, but if I turn, you can see Michael. Hello.
Hi.
So, in front of us, guys, is the air raid shelter. Now, the air raid shelter, I'm not going to give you any details about. We're not going to open it. We're not going to let you have a sneak peek, simply because we're going to leave at least one location a surprise for you on the night.
Yep.
What do you think, Michael?
Yep, agreed.
So,
But that white wall that you can see, hopefully through
yeah, that is the entire air raid shelter there. It runs the whole length. We've had interesting things happening there. Yeah. What we will say is be prepared for a nice close space.
Yeah. Not much room to swing your elbows.
Exactly. And if I can just pop this off, that, guys, is the gasworks.
Yep.
At Carrickfergus. And that is Michael. And that is me, Freya. And obviously remembers the Shadow Hunters and I. So, on that note, we hope you enjoy your night. And don't forget, if you see us run, stay in front. Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.
Aye.